I'm not sure if I'll do this again. He did, in fact, do it again. I just graduated high school. With that being said, I decided to take another flight challenge. This is 6 flights in 2 days. But first, for those who are new to the channel, hi, I'm Sky. I'm a small-town plane spotter with big ambitions. My favorite hobby? Sharing about aircraft's history on planes you normally wouldn't research, as well as finding defunct airlines that I've never heard of. I also really enjoy sharing my video footage. Recently, I graduated high school and I'm committed to Kent State University in their professional pilot program, a dream I once had now coming to life. But now, let's jump right into the video. This is Part 5, Denver to Atlanta. Alright, walking up on my hotel after a lovely cabbie took me in his van. Got me here like 30 minutes before the other guy would come back because he just left. So here I am at the Hyatt House. Well, this is my hotel room. I was wondering why I was paying $150 for this. It's a freaking suite. And that's all my stuff. Shoes, backpack, and sweatshirt. I don't need this room. It's what I got, but okay. Alright, I severely messed up. When I was booking my Delta flights tomorrow, I thought I got Delta flight 623 or something. The 1040 out of Denver. So I can have over 4 hours of plane spotting in Atlanta. Apparently, I got the 431, which leaves me with a 51-minute layover in Atlanta. Knowing Denver, I know that they rack up a lot of delays in the afternoon, so I might be cooked. Should probably stop that. Anyway, and so I can have my 4-hour layover in Atlanta. If that doesn't work, I try the 3 p.m. to Atlanta. And if that doesn't work, I go for the 4 whatever that lands at 10:50, I think. And if I do get stranded in Atlanta, then I will stay the night and try to find something out. I don't want this to be like last time, and unfortunately it is. So, well, this is what you get when you go too fast and you get enticed by an offer from Delta Airlines saying, "Oh, we can get you from Denver to Roanoke for $119. Yes, $119. I was impressed, to say the least, but may not have been as good as it seemed. Well, this day keeps getting better and better. To add insult to a pre-existing injury, I do not know where my charging brick went. Not the battery, I have that, but the adapter thing. I already bought earbuds. I swear, I'm not. Good side is that I haven't lost anything of massive value, but that is a double-edged sword. So, guess I'll have to man up and buy another. And end this day. It was going so well. If I just stopped with 4 flights, it would have been great. Luckily, there is a 7-Eleven down the way a little bit. So, hopefully, they will have what I need, and hopefully I can be a little less insulting to myself. Because today is not my day anymore. Well, good morning from my big hotel room. I'm going to try to get to the airport pretty early. I want to be there by 8:30 the latest. there is that 10:10 flight out to Atlanta that I do want to catch, and I do not know how long security is going to take. So I want to bank for something early. It's 8:05 right now, so kind of got to hoof it. Maybe I'll be there by 8:45, but honestly, I'm at the hands of the flight gods. Alright, now my problem is how to get to the airport. I think the best way to do it is by hitchhiking, honestly. That's a beautiful 737-700. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try to look for some vans or somebody that looks like they're going to the airport, and try to find my way over there, because yay, no walking infrastructure. With that out of the way, we see the main terminal of Denver Airport coming into view, a very big and beautiful airport, very aesthetically pleasing. But you know what else is? That blue horse with the glowing red eyes. I saw it coming out yesterday, but I didn't get a photo of it because I was not prepared for it. Alright, good morning from Denver Airport. I am just now in the security line after getting a cabbie to get me over, and they definitely overcharged me. But whatever, I just need to get out of here at this point. Right now I am in this amazingly long line. This is the longest line I've ever seen. Probably, yeah, it's longer than when I went to Newark Airport, which was a lot faster than this, or at least was not crammed into a big room. I don't know if it's faster because everybody keeps on moving, but there's just a lot of people. There's a lot of scanners, so maybe they have a system. I don't know. It's my first time ever coming here. Anyways, we do have some issues about our flight, which you definitely know by now, but I'm going to see what we can do to get it checked out and rectified, and hopefully we can get back home and have some reasonable time in Atlanta. If not, I'll do some spotting here, and I'll have to be okay with that. It helps to actually read when you're offered a $119 Delta flight, because sometimes there might be hiccups. Here's the amazingly long line I've been talking about, but it seems like they have like 20 bag scanners and stuff, so it might be okay, but it takes up this whole room. Oh my god, I just got side-eyed by so many people doing that. I'm never doing that again. Alright, so slight mishap. I got kicked out of the TSA line because I didn't check in. I need to probably get my ticket changed over here at Gate Assist or Agent Assist. And I'm also in the line for like international travels. So that's great. That's wonderful. I'd love to see that. Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, this is kind of scary. This is really new, but it'll probably work out in the end. A little shaky, but it'll be fine. Well, Operation Score Standby failed, but at least I have a skip the line card thing. It's a little green card thing that lets me skip the entire TSA line. But yay, I get to stay here till 4:39 p.m. And also, to make matters worse, there is a storm coming and should be here all through the afternoon. Yay! Yep, I'm cooked. I was starting to get really concerned because the rain grew more intense and all the planes were canceling approaches and making for a really big possible delay. It started raining and thundering, as you can see behind me. Everything's on ground delay, like in a holding pattern to land and stuff. Luckily it's starting to clear up, but who knows how long that delay can take to get out. That's all you can do is laugh at this point, you know? Like, there's nothing you can do. It's all out of your power. But yeah, this is crazy. It was raining a lot harder earlier. Hopefully it's passing. Hopefully it's just a passing shower. Oh, there's our first aircraft on the move. Yeah, it's a very fearless A320 on Frontier. Anyways, that's about it. That's the update. I think I was being a little over dramatic here. My flight showed up. We're starting to board. There's my plane. It's a Delta Airlines A321-211. I'm not sure about the age, but it would be popped up on the screen probably about now. Look at that, I got a middle seat on this one and a middle seat on the second one. Lovely. Probably not going to be able to do much of a trip report, so I might shove both flights into a video. That's just how it's going to be. I paid $119 for these flights, so it's going to be what it's going to be. Also, I am Zone 8, so I'm boarding last, which makes me feel poor, but then again, I did score a huge deal. So, what can I say? Can't say much. I spent all my money on the first flights. We got boarded into our beautiful A321-211 and got settled into the seat. Now, because I kept my phone down for most of the flight to not disturb the people on either side of me, I'm stealing this video from my second flight, because when I started recording, I didn't know how good these visuals would be. Delta is really taking their centennial in stride, and I love it.
Now sit back, relax, and please pay attention to this important safety presentation.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta for 100 years and counting.
Delta Airlines.
The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So, before we depart, please pay attention to this important message. Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin and place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you.
Larger electronic devices must be placed in a bag. Handheld portable electronic devices, including mobile phones, should also be secured.
Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear. If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for help.
As we leave the gate, fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and adjusting the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release, lift the top of the buckle. Stay seated with your seatbelt fastened when the seatbelt sign is on, and keep it fastened whenever you're seated in case of sudden rough air. In the event of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding if our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to comply with all crew members' instructions, along with the posted placards and lighted information signs throughout the cabin. Smoking, vaping, the use of e-cigarettes or any smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors.
There are 6 exits on this plane. 4 doors, 2 on each side and 2 window exits over the wings. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft. Escape straps are located in an overhead compartment above each window exit, which can be used to assist in a water evacuation onto the wing. In the event of an evacuation, leave all bags behind. Carry-in baggage will slow the evacuation. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. Locate the nearest exits and remember, they might be behind you. If we lose power, lights will illuminate the aisles to guide you to an exit.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from the panels above your seat and inside the lavatories. Reach up and pull a mask down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest. For children under 35 pounds, place the vest around their waist and secure the strap between the legs. See your safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lap children are in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Before we take off, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table. Be sure you fastened your seatbelt low and tight across your lap, carry-on items secured, and armrests are at resting position. Finally, take a moment to review the safety information card in your seat pocket.
As we finish our safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
As we take off into the future, sit back and relax.
And from all of our crew, thank you for flying with Delta, today and for the next 100 years.
Got a nice picture of the wing. We actually have an in-flight entertainment. I, of course, was on the flight tracker the whole time. They also had a really cool thing where you could get a blurb about towns that you were passing by and any landmarks. I found that fascinating and something I probably read about for half an hour. I just watched the in-flight entertainment screen because I couldn't really look out the window without disturbing my fellow passenger. And we have free Wi-Fi. Even for my basic economy ticket, it was lovely being able to text and scroll Instagram throughout the flight. took off of Denver from runway 8 and went straight out, passing over the plains. I still have not gotten to see it yet. Our cruising altitude was 35,000 feet, and soon enough, we started our approach into Atlanta. We landed on what I believe is runway 35 left, with a short taxi time into the ramp. We got in right on time. As for the seat, we had slightly more space than the 757 flight we had. If I remember correctly, I could fit 3 fingers from my knee to the seat. Also, I'm 6'1" or 185 centimeters. The tray table was extendable and was also nice, as well as the onboard snack. I got the Biscoff and its Sun Chips, both lovely snacks. This is the Airbus A321LU. It's tiny. Actually, barely able. There's push to flush, trash can, sink, me and camera again. A coat hook, but yeah, it's an aircraft loo. Guess you don't need that much space, but still, kind of cramped in here, you know. All right. Okay, so Roanoke is taking off from gate Delta 3. I'm not sure how far away that is from the main concourse entrance. I hope it's not too far, but I could be eating my words in a minute. We will be arriving at like T5. I didn't know there were gates at the terminal, but that's kind of cool, except I do have to go 5 stops on that plane train thing. I do have about an hour from the time we land to the time my next flight takes off. So I'm going to see if I can spot anything on my way over there. But I'm sorry, this video might not turn out the way it was meant to be. But I will try to be at Atlanta again at some point. Not sure when, not sure how. But until then, this is what it's going to be. The lady sitting beside me helped me take some of these beautiful sunset photos and of the wing, and we made some small talk, and it wasn't as weird to film the landing, so I did. And here is the landing into Atlanta, runway 35 left, I hope. Well, I'm in Atlanta. I just got on the train here. I'm at the A concourse now. I just got off at the T concourse, and I have to get to the D concourse. And to make matters worse, I just got a text saying that we were boarding my next flight. And so I gotta make it. So sadly, no spotting in Atlanta. Gotta cancel that. But yeah, it's gonna have to be what it's gonna be. I will be making some shorter videos of just some stuff I've seen. And yeah, I don't know what to do. I hope you enjoyed this trip report flying to Atlanta. I know I left you with a cliffhanger, a reason to come back in a few days for part 6. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the skies.